What is Drake?
He's a musical artist.
Oh, there we go. All right, so we should
Oh,
be
and you were
live
like
now.
that. You were like, "Oh, we live. Hey, hello, hello."
Hello?
Oh yeah, we are live.
I can't hear anybody. Where's all the fans? Where's all the people? Why are they not screaming, cheering,
I'm sure
applauding?
that
Why are
it
they not?
had to do with the 15 minutes late. They sat for a bit and then they had to go.
Oh well, Zach's here and he's booing already, so that's a good start. I don't know.
Nice. Nice.
Of all the people to join first, it'd have to be him, wouldn't it? Like, couldn't have been someone friendly or nice or just. Anyway,
I have a question.
Yes.
yeah, I've got a question. Why is there a load of glass underneath James's mouse pad? That's why.
Oh, that's
I
a good.
already
That's a good
have
question.
I
Sarah.
already have a broken screen on my phone, and it fell off of my table because I set my table up so I didn't have to set my keyboard on the ground. My phone fell off my table and hit the foot part from my stool and shattered the back of it. And when I put it on my mouse pad and took it off, now there's a bunch of the tiniest pieces of glass, but it's on my mouse pad where I'm rubbing my hand, which is inconvenient.
Yeah. So the next thing you know, you're in the middle of a game, and then there's like blood just pouring out of your hand where
Well,
you've just sliced yourself.
I think I'm okay
Can
with
you
my
just-
hands, but what I'm really worried about is if I like touch my eyes or something, which I just now did. They're the tiniest pieces of glass. It's like cell phones. Why can't cell phones have like the kind of glass that's on a car window where it like shatters the right way? Ugh.
The right way.
Well,
where
yeah,
it
he
doesn't
means
have-
he means tempered glass, where it shatters into tiny
thought-
pieces rather than coming off in big
I have a
chunks.
question.
Yes.
Okay.
James, why can we see you on the stream, but I can't see you on Discord?
Well, I don't think we've changed that. Have you been able to see me on Discord before?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, not really.
Because one of those devices.
Oh
is
yeah,
using
because
my
normally
camera.
we're. Gotcha.
Oh, normally you're looking at my screen. I didn't have you guys parsec into my screen. I guess.
Oh no!
I could
Is
share
that gonna
my screen
change
really
the?
quick.
Well, yeah, because we can't read the comments. We need to.
Yeah, man. Just polished up the old glasses, so I'm ready to go.
Okay. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna parsec you guys in because I cannot. I've cropped our heads into all the spots.
Look at that fly by night logo. Goggles for you. That's where I ordered my glasses online. They got me with a $6 glasses ad. God,
Nice, very
I've
nice.
fallen for something like that in a long time.
I thought it said Google's for you at first. I was
That's what I
confused.
thought it said too.
Googles for you. All the Googles.
Let's see here.
I see
I've
James in
never
the
had
void
two
where he
people-
belongs.
I've never had two people parsec in, but you guys are welcome to try it. Hopefully, it doesn't drop my internet.
We do that every week.
No, we usually share it through Discord
Yeah, why aren't
never
we
had-
doing that now?
because I mean I can give it a shot, but I have cropped all of your heads for every one of my slides so that you fit in. So if I put another video in, it's gonna change the way that.
Okay, I'll just connect to Parsec.
Alright,
It's
we'll
just
parse
easy.
I mean,
just don't,
Parsec.
yeah,
you
just,
say that I
No,
have
we're
to
gonna
explain
parsec.
everything, but honestly, I don't know how I need to explain it. That should be no brainer for you guys.
No, well, I mean, the premise is crazy. You recropped all of the images.
How do you think? Do you think that it just naturally has it so that your guys' head pop into those squares?
Well, no, my thing is always like, why isn't it the same as it was last week?
Because, well, I guess it should be, but
Yeah.
the problem.
Nope, that's it.
Yeah, it
Nope.
should be. But the problem was is I added in my new camera, which I had to end up taking out. So, and the other problem was is I had started lining it up for your camera when Danny wasn't there because it was not in the right order, and it didn't occur to me that when Danny came back, it was not came back, but logged in. See, that's
Oh,
what just
there it
happened.
goes.
I don't-
oh, what the?
What happened?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I just got up and
Jesus Christ!
Oh, make a little square for Zach. Just redo it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Make a little square for
I don't
Zach.
see the screen, dude.
Make a little square for Zachy boy.
I think what's
cannot
hilarious is
do
you've just,
it.
you've just
Zach, where are you going
like,
hiking?
Pololu Valley.
That's made up. Is it? That can't be real. Pololu Valley?
Yeah.
Holy Valley. This is the worst day ever.
I know. I figured I could make it better. I also have a sweet stash now.
Is the base language of Hawaii completely separate of like Latin, or like it's not based? Where is it? Is it just Hawaii is its own? It's based out of Polynesian. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
I got an idea.
Like,
I got an idea.
Oh, I'm just curious.
I got an idea too, James.
Don't
Bye-bye.
don't go anywhere.
He's leaving. He's not gonna hang out.
don't
He's
you
just
goddamn
welcome to hang out. I
I'm
would like to read
trolling
it.
as hard as I possibly. There's no cell service. I won't be able to do this later. Danny, don't you say a word though. Danny, you be dead quiet right now. I don't want to hear a word from you.
I don't. That's
okay.
Oh, you said something. Great. Thanks a lot, Danny. Colonizer. Not like me.
It's like reverse psychology. If you tell me not to do something, I have to do it. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm glad. I love your voice, dude. I'm so glad you're being a part of these fan mails.
Aw.
Thank you. Do you like the very offensive accents that I do every week?
Yeah. I really. You got to work on a Californian accent. I mean, you're not really hearing it because you got a Chicago boy. You got whatever the fuck Morgan is like from the woods of Northern California. That's a completely different type of California.
Oh, there he is. Oh, look at his cute face.
Hey.
Wait, you're talking about me, right?
Oh, yes, there. Now I've transitioned. Now you're on camera. So here's what we're gonna do. This is what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. It's going to be great. It's not... I mean, when one door closes, another window shatters. You know? Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, you can't hear them now. Thank you. We're going to add that in. I didn't realize. Hey, we're going on the fly. Audio. Just. There's sound now. When I put the new thing together, it looks pretty, but the sound disappeared. But now everything's fixed. I mean, we can.
The bottom needs to be in line with the bottom of your. See
I'm
that line at the bottom?
Uh-huh.
It needs to line up, or the eye is gonna get destroyed by looking at it.
Wait, what eye?
If people won't like your design eye, if you look at it, it will be like really hard to look at. So just line that bottom line. No, that's too far. That's a little. There it is, somewhere in there. Perfect. Love you. All right, now just throw our GameFront logo in there, and then we can start the stream.
Okay.
Just to confirm, is the audio okay? Because people are still saying zero audio. James is too high. I don't know if
I'm
they mean
not-
that James's
there-
volume is
there
too
might be
high
a-
or if James
there
is
might be a
high. That
lag.
might-
They
Yeah.
think I'm high on candles. I am not high on candles. I am so sober. In
Are
fact, was a really sobering.
Are you high on something else?
Yeah, wait, now I'm worried.
I'm not high on anything.
Oh yeah, we can hear each other. I can hear me.
I can hear Morgan.
Okay.
Morgan's audio is in. Good. Danny, sound check.
Sound check. 1 2 1 2.
Let's see here. Can I turn my camera on?
How did I move?
No, we can hear. We can hear. We can hear everybody. I just checked. Can't trust these guys in the chat. Look at them. They'll jump into the stream, mess everything up.
Do you
What
know
what
what's,
is that?
do you know what's hilarious? Before we started, like we wanted to just put one image of Watch Dogs in the background of James. Too much effort. We can't do that. I just want to go live. Now we're live. He's building an entire new fucking scene.
This is the thing is though that this is gonna be a lot better.
Yeah.
James needs this kind of pressure to excel. He was like pussyfooting around before this whole thing started and like
How
doing
does
all
diamond
kinds of
come into existence? Pressure.
yeah.
How you turn a piece of coal into a diamond.
I like that. Wait, James.
I like how James is chroma keyed out.
Stop. 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 This is good.
I got-
Wait, why don't you just have your camera go to Discord? I do not get it. This setup is way better. It's so much better.
I actually like it. It's great, but
Well, next week I will have it go straight to Discord, but because Streamlabs is using my video.
Well, next week I'll be doing it actually.
No, now I've got it. I can't let this.
Oh, see, wait, just so we can get this on record, everything's going to be the same, set up the same as it is right now next week.
And I won't be here.
Yeah, well, it's fine. It'll just shrink down to 3. This is actually better for adding and removing people. So, like, when we cut Danny, we can get Danny out of there, and James can get back to work.
cool.
Mitch in here finally get you guys to actually know what you're doing in Dark Souls.
No, bring Mitch back just to do comment videos to read the fan mails. What do you think about this comment about our gameplay?
So Neolite wants to know whose idea it is to let James manage this. You know what? I think everybody gets together and says, "Let's watch James squirm on camera."
No,
James
this is not true.
People said I was high, but they were talking about how high they thought I was.
My theory is that James has control issues, and that he has to be the one that's in control of it.
Put yourself. I put yourself to full. I think that's yeah. So if you say something, James.
I'll say something here. I think that we're at a pretty good level now.
Yeah, we're all about right. There we go.
Zach, how
Should
long are
we
you gonna
be-
go with your hair? Are you gonna grow it out again and then cut it and donate it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be real comfortable.
What brought the mustache on, by the way? What's with the Heaney look? I like it,
I got
but
it.
Looking strong.
Thank you.
And it actually makes James's mustache look like a little baby mustache.
What?
Yeah, baby bottom mustache.
Yeah, look how full Zach's mustache is and wide, broad.
I use argan oil on my mustache. Also, a radioactive spider bit me on my top of my lip. And I guess this is the superpower I got. But no, I got a really strong beard trimmer. Am I making any sense right now?
Yeah,
A really strong.
we're turning up
beard.
your audio.
Yeah, I was turning. your
Yeah,
audio up.
and I started to just go a little bit, and then it took a big chunk. So then this is how it ended.
Oh, gotcha.
There was no real process or plan.
Zach, are you on a spinny chair? Are
No, I
you
just
sitting
got
down
people
on a
to do.
spinny chair? No. Please boost
No.
Zach. So let me boost. I'm gonna boost you a little bit more, Zach.
Okay.
My instinct was right. I thought that you were too quiet. There.
Yeah, I had to bump his volume right up to
Really?
150, I think.
Oh, because this isn't my desktop setup when we would do Minecraft, where I had to be cranked down.
Mm-hmm.
Should
loud.
we?
Yeah,
Should we
we
do some
should.
comments?
We
I
should
mean,
do
maybe
some
we
comments.
can buy. We need to buy ourselves a little bit more time because we don't have the like. This video.
Oh, Morgan, it's going to be a 2-hour video again if we do this. We'll just keep
Oh,
reminding
I
people.
actually have
what
to
it
end
is.
early today because I teach tonight.
Right, come
So
on.
if we can move
This
this along, I'd really
is
appreciate that.
this is Watch Dogs Legion, right? It's the one nobody likes. We'll just remind people. That, you know,
Go through quickly.
But this was one of the funniest videos that we've done in a long time. And it was simply because of the moment. There was I mean, I lost the first life in the game. And another time, just after I was telling Danny, after being kind of mean to him for a bit, I said, "Don't worry, Danny. I really would take care of your character. I'm going to take care of it real good, and it won't die." And I walked into traffic saying that and got hit by a dump truck, basically. The character survived, but the timing couldn't have been done better. Like, I walked into traffic telling Danny I was going to just take good care of him.
Wait, you've only died once? Oh, there's an easy way to show which video it is. You can just uncrop it to the left, and it'll have the thumbnail.
I loved that moment. I just want to say it was perfectly timed. It almost seemed like you guys planned it out, and I'm starting to wonder if you are.
I don't know. I mean,
now.
I can confirm that it wasn't planned. I mean,
I trust you.
yeah.
I don't trust you.
You don't trust me. Sorry, what have I done that sort of earned your distrust? I don't.
It's not adventure picture.
You got to go up a little bit too.
GameFront.
But then it starts giving a whole bunch of other garbage.
We know what you're up to, dude. We know
That's
what you're
fun.
up to.
Bam.
See you right there. There's no one
Easy.
in this chat right now that looks more
That's a
like James Bond
beautiful
villain
little
than
frame.
you, James Bond villain.
Well, I look more like Dr. Evil than a Bond villain, but I see where you're coming from. But yeah.
So let's read the comments. Oh, I got a transition
Yeah.
there. There it is.
There it is. James,
There it is.
you did such a good job this morning. I know that you felt like you were under pressure and everything was crazy, but this is really, it's actually so much better and perfect, and it looks great.
It wouldn't have
You did a good job.
occurred to me if Zach hadn't joined in, because that was the problem I had. Is like I had lined everything up for just you in the camera, and then when Danny came in, it changed all the things I did, and it was not his fault, because if I would have just done nothing, it would have been fine. But then when Zach came in, I realized I needed to have a new solution. David H. said, "Hi, my name is James Baby Bottom Heaney," which is a very
That's weird because that's your
bizarre-
name.
That's my name.
Yeah, you
Is
guys
this
have
the
the
new
same
John
name.
Jacob
That's
Jingleheimer Schmidt?
weird. Yeah, it's my name as well.
That's my name too. All right, and then we have what was
James,
who's controlling my computer?
I'm not supposed to have mouse control. Me. You were supposed to remove my mouse control.
All right. No mouse.
No mouse. Please.
keyboard.
Oh, good. Now they all know my key.
What?
I'm gonna get.
They
gonna
don't
get
see
10
that key. They don't see
Okay.
that key. Only you guys see the key. So then Crispy AI says, "Love how James regards systems to generate hot water and heat houses as Victorian lifestyle choice rather than basic necessary in England in winter." I don't understand that comment.
Well, basically, like, I think because during the video we were talking about heating systems and stuff for whatever reason, and you were basically saying that it was like an antiquated Victorian thing to have like something to heat up your house, and you just acted like it was this weird. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you said you didn't have any heating or.
I don't have any actual heating unit installed into the building of the house, but I do have little electric heaters. What I thought was weird is that there was no thermometer on yours. There's no thermometer on. Well, technically there is, but it only says how hot my thing's gonna get. It doesn't matter. I'm in.
Seriously.
My
What are you
scenario is
talking
pretty
about?
bad. Well, I guess this is what it is. My
What's
friend
going
moved to
on?
Bristol. My friend moved to Bristol, England, and he doesn't have the ability to see.
Dude, we
like
heard
he
the
can't.
story in the video, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't set the temperature to what he wants. He just has to turn it up higher or down lower.
Right.
And there's
Watch
no
the
like.
Watchdog video if you guys want to hear this story. Watch the Watchdog.
Yeah, because
Zach is
it's not an exciting story. It's not. Yeah.
It's not.
Anyway,
It's
so we all agree. We all
but
agree that heating is necessary in England in winter.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And for the record,
As it
Morgan
seems.
knows that I need to explain things if he has a question.
I have a question.
Okay.
James, why is your audio out of sync?
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, how does that happen? This is live.
It's because he was trying to use a new camera, so he probably had to put the delay on that camera, and then he had to switch back to his old camera because he couldn't get his new camera working in time, even though we were 15 minutes late. And then the old camera doesn't have the delay on it, so he's adding a Windows capture, a video capture device. He's freaking out right now. Why don't you just remove the delay?
Because
Simon DG in the comments says,
He's putting another one over the top of his old one?
it's
Holy moly.
Can you
the chat is literally saying, James, please hand over control to literally anybody else. Just
It's just that there's some snapping issues. Okay. There. That's better.
I hope Aaron's just like you.
why is that TV? Why?
It's just
We have things to do today.
yeah, I'm
Just
sorry.
Send your
Sorry.
video
I
to
can't.
Discord. For the love of God.
I would have to,
please.
in order for Discord to recognize it, these cameras can't be like working inside of Streamlabs. I gotta shut down Streamlabs and then I could use it in Discord. It keeps saying that my cameras are already in use.
Why is there just a delayed version of you?
It's a very tiny delay.
Wait, I think the one behind you is actually the one that's in sync,
What?
and the one in front, the one in front is the slow one. Yeah.
Please, we just
I
need
can't
to
do
move
it.
on, okay?
I can't cope with it. Oh.
Okay, we're moving on. Now we're going
We
to...
didn't even read. You didn't even read Isaac's comment.
Yeah.
Do
It
you
looks
guys
like
remember
we
what
can't
it
be
said?
skipping around or skimping.
Yeah,
No.
it basically just says, I enjoy this playthrough with Danny. I don't know why you would think that. But yeah, thank you for that nice comment. Anyway, yeah, moving on.
Okay, so
Oh
here
my God, I
is...
actually thought I was going to die then. Cannot believe it.
Ralph Murphy says
I just
first.
thought how he's done it. Yeah, so, okay.
Simon DG, the true battle starts when it's time for the hot sauce to come out again. Oh, this is on the hot sauce video. So if you guys didn't notice, there was a little bit of audio issues. As you can tell, video tech isn't our strongest suit here at GameFront. We're more of like a fly by the seat of your pants, do things on the fly, and sometimes that makes mistakes, like no audio for your... Oh, how do we delete Zach? How do we get back out?
Was I being on audio?
That was the hot sauce challenge. What's going on?
What the hell's going on, Zach? I just want to make sure
He was-
nothing
he-
illegals happen over there.
He was water flossing. It was nasty.
Oh, that's not
Water
a bit nasty. That's clean. That's
It is true.
All right. So yeah, this
Against
was the
people.
hot sauce video, which caused a lot of problems for us. But Danny made a really good artistic choice, putting some good music behind there, doing some zooms.
There's some critiques. There's some small critiques, but he was the best man for the job. Well, a lot better than I would have made it. I was just going to leave all 5.5 minutes of it was just me no audio, so I'm glad that he took a cut at it. Tim Peoples, hot sauce. Respect, sir. I would love to do a hot sauce and whiskey challenge with you both. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Once I get on my feet again, I will join your Patreon. I want to see Zach join in too. Wish granted. Look at him. He's right there.
Wait, why isn't he on his feet again? And why should we then be getting him to drink whiskey right off the bat?
I don't know.
I've never heard of a
would
whiskey
you do-
challenge. If it's a matter of drinking a bunch of whiskey, I can't do it. I did one.
Yeah,
time,
we should do a drunk stream.
I would be willing to
You
do
know,
a drunk
that
stream,
loose
but
where
I
it's so-
can't like
we're
do
so
a whiskey
tight-knit.
challenge. I can just have like
Yeah.
3 or 4 drinks. But the one time I drank that much on a stream was during that game that came out, and I got sick. It was too much.
That game that came out.
It was called Gary
Didn't,
Day 1 or Day 1 Incident, like Gary something. I don't know what it was. But I was supposed to take a shot every time I died, but the game was broken. And I was like falling through the level, and like somehow people encouraged me to drink on those deaths, even though the game was broken. And I still didn't black out. I've never blacked out drunk. I've heard, like, I
Could've
throw
done that
up
with
before I get that
Cyberpunk.
drunk. Yeah.
Didn't somebody get banned from Twitch for streaming drunk? Is that a thing you can do?
I don't know. This was a long time ago.
We're gonna find out tomorrow morning at 8 when I start streaming drunk.
At 8 in the morning. Right, okay. Classy. Keep it classy, Morgan.
All right.
Saints 928. Great intro. Love spicy foods, but ghost pepper stuff is actually torture. It's not even hot, really. It just hurts, like burns a layer of skin off your mouth. I will say that the last dab doesn't have a lot of good flavor. It's mostly
Yeah.
just molten lava.
Yeah, I agree.
I
Actually,
really like the
I'm
fact
glad I can say thank you to Zach. Like, I guess you can't call it in person. I texted you, but I thought all of the hot sauces you gave us were gag hot sauces. But now I have acquired a new taste for delicious hot sauces. I'm just talking about it. My mouth is watering. They're my favorite hot sauces I've ever had, except for the last dab. That is a disgusting hot sauce that I would never really use for pleasure.
I'm thinking I'm gonna double. Next time I have to do it, I'm gonna double the amount I eat.
Really?
I think they
What,
were
the last dab?
by how much you put on.
No, I'm gonna do more. I think I can handle more. It just hurts, but
I do
pain's
think I
okay.
could handle more too. I did not to get gross
Oh,
about
let's-
it, but I didn't
we
have
should do- we
problems
should
the
have
next
a-
day like I did.
I want to add one thing before I leave, if I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
The calamite you just took care of.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
After the fact, always appreciative. That's when I ate it was scorpion pepper, Pete, or James, that we ate.
Oh, I thought it was ghost
Oh.
pepper. That was scorpion pepper?
I'm pretty sure it was a scorpion pepper because that's what I'm sitting next to you and I'm talking about, and I tried it before you tried it because they were doing a challenge at break where the 4 guys who win an iPad had to eat a scorpion pepper, eat 6 bananas, drink a 2-liter bottle of Sprite, and then the cinnamon challenge. Like, he had to do all those stupid
Oh, the
challenges
cinnamon
in a row.
challenge can kill people, though, is the problem.
Practically killed them.
That's that's the urban legend.
No, dude.
But
not an urban
it was
legend.
Mark Potts who did it. He works for LA Times.
Really?
Classy.
Just name dropping some people real quick here. But I thought it was funny that you guys just went through Calamite, and that's when we had our first little hot, challenge originally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so spicy. It hurt so bad.
Yeah, and I printed out a whole piece of paper, like with one of those circle things. What are those called? Those diagrams?
Venn
the
diagram?
scallions-
Yeah,
the-
Venn diagram.
Okay, everyone knows except for James. Thank you.
No, it's not a Venn diagram.
Common vernacular.
I'm gonna send you Apollo the last dab. That's what you're getting. But anyway, I thought that was really serendipitous. Boom! Drop the word of the vacation. My friend's here. We've been saying that word. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna see you guys later.
Prove you have a friend. Put him on stream.
Wow, you automatically assumed it was a guy too. Thanks.
I didn't say. I said put him on
Well, now
stream.
that's rude. I just actually put her on stream.
Yeah, you were supposed to ask them first. Wow,
This is
you have a lot of
dog
explaining to
word.
do.
Well, boom! I'm out.
Bye.
What did I miss? Okay.
Zach is
I
such a
guess-
sweet boy. Oh, he put his friend on stream without asking her permission first. It's pretty rude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God!
Oh my God, what have you done? This is going so well.
I inhaled coffee. Oh God!
It's almost like every week we do this, we just get worse at it every single week. Like, what is happening?
But it keeps getting more and more fun, right?
Yeah, it does.
That's true.
That,
Yeah,
and
they
that
do
little
say-
tiny, that little tiny coffee mistake where you inhaled it. Imagine if you accidentally did that while you were about to do the cinnamon challenge. That's what kills you. You inhale the dust and it coats your lungs.
No one has died from the cinnamon
A
challenge.
lot of people died from it. It wasn't just one person. I knew like a couple people that died from it.
You
and
didn't know.
Not personally, but yeah. Oh, don't you Google it now? It
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah, I'm good. Why would I not Google it?
Because it's disrespectful to Google somebody that's telling you an answer to something. Lots of people died doing it. And haven't you ever like put mixed cinnamon?
Not a
you
lot
mix-
of people. Don't Google it. Whatever you do.
It's what do you mean? Don't Google it. Whatever you do. It's not a lot of people.
Yeah, somebody died. There was like a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The kid. But anyways, it's dangerous. If you inhale it, it will kill you or send you to the hospital. Don't do the cinnamon challenge. Period. And don't do shots of vodka on your eyeball. No matter how much the college friends of yours say
What?
it's a good idea.
Who is doing that?
Kids these days. That's
Sorry?
what they do to get their kicks. They take a shot of vodka and they put it over their eyeball and they take an eyeball shot. It gets you
They quit
real.
booping and they started doing
I've
that.
heard of that.
Oh, they
yeah,
boop still.
I've heard of people doing that.
Yeah, they boop still. And if you're gonna,
Apparently-
yeah,
Sorry, go on.
I'm just saying that you shouldn't do both or either, honestly. But if you're gonna do one and the other, just make sure it's eye first, then butt, because you can get pink eye and experience awful shots to the eyeball and vodka.
Oh my goodness. Danny, we have a question in the chat. Danny, is Britain in flames with Harry on the loose? I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I asked. I don't know what that means.
Prince Harry?
Oh, Prince Harry. Yeah, well, yeah. Because he's been chatting to Oprah Winfrey or something, hasn't he, with Meghan. I can't say I've seen it.
I watched some of it this
Sorry, I
morning.
don't-
It invaded the regular news, which I'm not a big fan of watching the gossip areas, but it infiltrated regular news today.
Yeah. I mean, I almost think you guys care more than we do. Like, I don't know. It's
You
I'm
guys?
sure of it.
The
I
hell's that
couldn't care less, though.
Americans.
He means Americans. Me
Wow.
personally,
Not
I
basically
could
white
not
people
care.
from California, but anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, we're going to get to some comments, but can we just get to a request that's in the chat real quick?
Okay.
Can we get a third James in? Is that possible?
No, someone was asking why are the two Jameses, and I couldn't. I was
And
just trying
somebody
to
else
not
asked
laugh.
for a third James, and I think it's the least we can do.
Can we just,
Add a
I mean-
third little James in. Can we
can
do
we
this?
just slowly add more during the stream?
This
so by
is
the
the
end of
only way I could do it. Is like this.
Just put loads of it. Just
I
put
think,
loads of
I
it.
think you can copy pasta it and then put one behind the other one, right? And then flip it so it looks
just
different.
put 20 of them.
I think
everywhere.
just control
make them-
control C, control V.
Yeah, just put loads. Just have you everywhere. Just all over the place.
There you go. Yeah, now flip that. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is golden. This is beautiful.
There you go.
Why didn't
yeah.
we do that? We should have
Do
done
you
this
remember
earlier.
that? Do you remember that time we flipped our horizontals of everything, and we were like, "How is that? Why do we look so strange with the the different horizontals?" Oh.
That's beautiful. You know.
This is amazing. Oh, wait till you guys see this. Oh, put it live. Go on.
I think I did. It
Oh, it's
should be
beautiful.
live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. This is
beautiful.
this is beautiful.
Perfect. Thank you, Simon DG, for suggesting a third James. All right, let's get to
Yeah.
these comments. The people are hungry.
Oh yeah. Okay, so do y'all not watch Hot Ones? Like I had mentioned, that's actually a show that the creators from my hometown.
Yeah.
And before GameFront was over, there was steps in the works to possibly do an episode of that. But then everything kind of changed when Break.
Oh,
turned
I
into
hate to
Defy
keep
Crumbled.
getting sidetracked, and maybe we should save this for like a production meeting. We have very high class production meetings, very efficient, very professional. But I have a video idea for us, and it'll will like expand the channel and stuff. I'm excited.
Okay.
Elevator pitch me. Go on. Elevator
Okay.
pitch.
The pitch is this: we essentially have you ever seen the what's his Bobby Flay? Bobby Flay goes to like the barbecue capital of the world, finds the best barbecue guy, and then throws down and has a challenge against them for barbecue.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but it sounds like Man versus Food or something. Is it that kind of thing?
Kind of, except for he's like a chef. He'll go to a bar and like a specialty cocktail bar and challenge their best bartender to a cocktail off. Who can make the best cocktail or whatever. Okay. Right? It's always cooking or food related challenges. We take that idea and we layer it over James. And we take James and say like we will target someone. We'll be like, look at this professional Halo streamer. We'll pit James against them, playing like Halo against them or whatever their game is. We would start it by just making a begging video, beg them to challenge James, and then we unleash the beast. They don't realize James is an expert gamer, and James plays that person in whatever their expert game is and destroys them.
And we bet like $25 on the match.
No, there's no betting involved. It's just for honor.
Well,
you want to bet money on? You want to bet money on yourself, James?
I mean, what they don't understand is they're gonna think they're just going against some regular old James Heaney. Then all of a sudden they're in the ring with Major League Gaming expert gamer James Heaney. And sure, maybe they play Street Fighter professionally, but I game professionally. Where's that going to get them in this situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down.
And we play it.
I'd hate to just take their money.
We pretend like James is a 100% real professional gamer, and that he can beat anybody at anything.
Okay, so it's kind of like the reverse of like trying to hustle someone. It's basically saying
it's
like,
the
yeah,
reverse
I am
hustle.
shit.
We give him $25 to play against him.
Yes, Simon DG, interesting. Kind of like James versus gamers, but it would be Jamers versus gamers.
Gamers versus gamers.
Why James? It'd just be James versus gamers, surely. Like, why's James versus...
Because he's playing against gamers. The only way to make Ryan with it is to have that R, Jamers versus gamers.
But we didn't used to do... Well, yeah, I guess.
My grandma used to always call me Jamers. My little Jameries.
Really? That's so cute.
No, that's not. I wish it was true. They called me Jimmy.
Jimmy. In principle, I like the idea. I think.
In principle, I like the idea too.
Your game, James. If I
totally
target
game.
somebody, we can make a video, like a pitch video to them.
Yeah, I used to work with some people at Activision that are pro Street Fighter, which is why I thought about it. So I could give you some leads.
I'll find my own lead.
All right.
Wow, dude, I would beat James at every game created since 2003.
Who said?
Why is 2003? Why is 2003 your cutoff date? Like, surely you just beat him at every game created.
Sounds like I've got a $25 bet.
Holy. No, James, you're gonna lose your ass.
Like why just say 2003? Like if you're gonna go back that far, just don't question why there's 3 Jameses on the screen.
Yeah, start questioning. We're gonna end up with 4 Jameses,
just more. Before you know it, there'll be 10 Jameses, and it'll just be out of control.
All right, sorry. I just wanted to get that out into the ether because I had that thought last night, and then I didn't want to forget it, so it's out there now.
I like it. Let's move on.
All right.
John Dickinson, which he has not responded yet, and told me if he's the John Dickinson that has requested my friendship.
Oh no, he did reply. He said it wasn't him.
Oh, thank God.
That's the wild part. It wasn't him.
You know what's really funny is our young hero, like, I don't remember. I guess it was on Discord. Like, private messaged me and said, "Yeah, that's me. I'm that John Dickinson, and you can like take it." And I was like, "Oh, cool. I would have never guessed. Like, of course you have more names than Gandalf." I think I said to him something, and then he's like, "No. I'm so sorry. I don't want you to accept that request. It's not me. I was just fucking with you." But it was a pretty good.
That's an amazing troll.
Yeah, it was a really amazing troll because I totally would have bought that. Like, our young hero was somebody that we've mentioned several times, and then it brings up to me.
Look, he's right here. I messaged you in Discord.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
He is that person.
He's not that person.
He's saying he is. Yes, I did. I messaged you in Discord. Look, he's doing it right now.
No,
he's saying that he
Discord.
messaged him on this. Yeah,
But
he wasn't actually the person on Facebook.
He's not the person on Facebook. I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to be friends with that John Dickinson.
No, it wasn't me. I'm this John Dickinson. I'm here with Discord. My brain hurts.
Let's just move on before it gets more confusing.
All right, we need more.
James,
we skipped one.
I just want to say that two of your Jameses is broken, and it just says no.
What?
So there's only one James now. Like two of you. Fuck, you know.
Wait, what the hell? At least bring that one to the front.
Okay.
How can one of them be broken?
I don't know. They're all from the same source.
Well, no, like I had mentioned earlier.
Okay, no. Just, we gotta move on.
Please, you gotta let me tell you this answer.
No, I don't care.
It's driving me crazy. I told you, it times out. Like if I don't touch the camera, it times out after like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I'll say what I said at the beginning. Stop using a freaking GoPro as a webcam. I said it nice the first time. I was like, don't you think it's weird that no one uses GoPros as webcams? But now I'm just flat out saying stop using it.
I'm just... this is so used, actually. Just go
Wait a second.
Two different accounts, just showing them in the face.
Wait, John Dickinson
is
our young hero.
Is our young hero. But is
the person
not
who
the
messaged you
Facebook
on
person?
Facebook.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's the amazing
I
part.
didn't understand that. I thought he was just messing with me, and he's not John Dickinson. And
no, his name is John Dickinson. That's why I can't believe that it's not him that messaged you on Facebook.
It is a wild coincidence, to be fair, because I don't know many people called John Dickinson, and I don't know
anyone named John Dickinson. Well, I know one person.
Yeah, apart from this John
for our
Dickinson.
young hero.
Yeah, exactly. But
who I only know as our young hero.
No, I know it was John Dickinson.
John Dickinson.
Well, I'm extra glad that I didn't accept that friend request because it's somebody's name, and then in parentheses it says John Dickinson, which I'm like, who has two? He has a first and last name that's not in parentheses, and then a first and then the name John Dickinson in parentheses. I should on a different day, not today, because we've got enough going on. Maybe explore that person's profile. Maybe put him on blast.
We should do it live.
Yeah, maybe not now.
No.
Let's do it next Monday live.
Let's not. Let's move on.
Yes.
Before we end up with some kind of...
We're never going to get through this.
Wait. No, well, I didn't want you to randomly accept someone on Facebook thinking it was me. I don't want my good name being besmirched.
Why are you Simon DG's comments redacted? That just makes me wonder what was said there.
A lot of curses, probably.
I think he's upset with the lack of James Healy comments.
Yeah, let's read comments. What the heck?
All right, so let's get back to the comments.
Let's call
so
James.
Where are we?
James Dickinson. Just add a layer.
Why don't we just call out all of our names Dickinson? So I can be Danny Dickinson, you're Morgan Dickinson, James Dickinson, John Dickinson.
The Dickinsons. All right.
The Dickinson. Aiming with the Dickinsons. Moving on.
John Dickinson says every video should start with Morgan eating something unpleasant. I think that's
Simon DG begging you to move on.
Yes. All right. We need more close-ups of Big Morgs getting clapped by questionable hot sauces at a glorious 5 frames per second. Truly a great callback to the FMV era of gaming.
Yeah, I don't know why the frame rate was so bad. Like, I don't really. It was just like it was okay that it was just choppy. I don't know why. That was the source material. I don't know why it came out that way.
Andre says you should have gone for milk, not water, and Zach says it was his true downfall. I've heard. First of all, Morgan doesn't drink milk. But I don't know if that works with almond milk. But this is what I thought. I thought if you eat something sour, I thought if you bit into a lemon, which Zach also gave us a bunch of sour, or at least me, some sour straws. I think that's what you're supposed to eat is sour stuff.
I think you just got to wait it out.
I mean, you can wait it out, sure. But I think the sour stuff, the acidity kind of like takes it off your tongue.
And just as a shout out, Andre is a great friend of the Adventure Bits editor. over there.
Andre
So
Dickinson Valverde.
Yep. Wow, you butchered that. Well, just whenever you see his name, praise it.
Praise be, Andre. Then we have Ray Aztec says that's one spicy intro. You can't argue that. All right. Neolite, maybe the hot sauce is what Morgan needed to beat Manus. He just stomped Calamite, and it only took a few deaths. Good job, Morgan.
I didn't find Calamite that hard. He's like every dragon or four-legged thing that you fight in Dark Souls. You just gotta, learn his front attacks and try to stick on his back haunch.
That's what I always say.
Did you find, having eaten the spicy stuff before that video, that it did change the way that you played the game? Or
I mean, I was sucking air for like the first part of it, like trying to cool it up.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Nick Hanley. The hot sauce doesn't seem to be too hot. The reactions don't seem to be much to Million Scoville. Oh, to match 2 million Scoville. The thing is that I eat a lot of hot food. Like I ate some hot dogs before this, and I put quite a few rounds of Serranos just on it as a regular breakfast food. So I do eat a lot of hot sauce. So I was curious, and I've had the last dab before, never in that amount, but it hurts. It's very hot. But I think I also just eat a lot of hot food, so it wasn't maybe as bad as someone that doesn't eat anything spicy.
So you had a hot dog before the stream?
I had 2 hot dogs. You would have been my perfect meal though would have been like a hot dog and then a pizza pocket and then some Totino's bagel bites. Yeah,
I was going to ask. Okay, moving on.
Okay. El Scorcho says James says he doesn't remember if he fought Calamite or not. Sigh. James, you not only fought him, you died to him more than any other boss in DS1.
Wow. To Calamite?
It was a really bad fight. Well, I probably fought him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know it was bad. In fact, there's another comment about it soon. And then El Scorcho says, unfortunately, Morgan, you have one last fight before Gwyn. You must kill Go.
This is where we really messed up.
I know it sucks. He's a good guy with a deep voice who just helped you out, but you need to kill him and wear his armor. It is your destiny. And then Ulisil says, no, that's silly. If you do another fight, it would have been Gwendolyn since it's the actual boss battle. Pretty sure this is a moot point anyway since they're a week behind, so he went into the next episode without comment guidance, so he's already beaten the game in all likelihood.
Uh-oh, spoilers.
Seconded, please kill Gwendolyn. You need to pick up the Dark Moon Seance Ring in order to access the fight, but I'm sure you can Google how.
Oh, isn't that sad when they're telling me to Google how instead of asking my coach? Does that hurt like a little bit?
No, it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt a little bit?
No, because that's kind of it's basically even Gandalf when he enters into that one cave where I forgot his name drops like he doesn't have any recollection of this place. I'm not the only one. A lot of people have to Google that. Okay.
Are you saying Gandalf used Google? Is that basically what you're saying?
He used the wizard version. I think he Shazammed it or something.
Spartan asked if the last dab is tasty, and I will say that you don't taste anything. It's not the kind of hot sauce that has flavor. It just is heat, pure heat.
It's just like they put some thickener into some bear spray.
Yeah,
like I think that's true of spices, right? Like I think you get to a certain level and you just stop. Like it's just pure heat. Like there's no flavor to it, and just becomes a bit pointless at that point for me. But anyway.
Yeah. Pure heat.
Ulisil Botnet says, James, you did fight Calamite. Remember how you had Zach come in with a whole ass printout of Calamite's weaknesses to help you succeed in the battle?
Oh my.
You even got Buck Ball involved, and I remember you commenting to him that you've been going at this dragon for an entire feature-length movie, and he nearly died of laughter. Yeah, that part I
Sad.
do remember. It is sad. 51st dates.
Dark Page, 51st Dates. Also, this should be flagged for not safe for work for that crack in the beginning. Do I show my butt crack? It's got to be me, right?
Man,
Yeah,
it's
I think
me.
you have a habit of that lately. Yeah, no, it's definitely Morgan.
You can see my butt crack. You didn't think to edit that little chunk out?
Well, it was live, wasn't it? Well, I didn't
No.
edit. On this video, I didn't. Well,
You
that,
did
that wasn't
edit.
me.
This is the one
I
that you
did,
edited.
I didn't edit it. Oh, you mean
Oh,
no,
James
no.
edited it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who
Well, I mean,
edited it.
I did the spicy bit at the beginning,
I'm
and I
gonna see
don't
how much
think
of my bare
don't-
bottom you guys exposed to the world.
I didn't. From the bit I edited, I don't remember that being there because I probably would have edited it out. But everybody saw it on last week's comment video anyway. Like, it's not the first time you've done it at this point. You just,
Yeah, it's kind of your thing.
you just insist. You insist on wearing
And no one thought to
shorts.
mention. This is
I
the
thought you
first I'm
knew.
hearing of it.
I
just
thought you
knew.
liked it. I thought that was just kind of your
You
look.
thought I liked it. Rude.
Well, otherwise, you'd wear a belt. I don't know.
A belt on my basketball shorts.
Well, you wouldn't wear basketball shorts, maybe. I don't know. Like,
there's a lot of things that
I'm
would
trying
be
to be
different if you cared.
comfortable.
you are comfortable. You're just too
Thank you.
comfortable. That's the problem.
I mean, I'll go pantless if I have to.
Yeah, don't do that.
Whatever brings the views in, guys, I'll do it.
I'm like trying to, rebuild GameFront, sort of make it a respectable brand. I don't need you walking around with no shorts and just like waving it around everywhere. It's just not. Anyway.
So Ulusiles Botnet says in Assassin's Creed you don't always have to swan dive into a haystack. You can jump off a high place and land on the ground. You won't get the swan dive animation. He'll just do a normal jump and it'll damage him. Water's an
Wow.
exception. Yeah.
So all that stuff you told me it was a lie.
I don't know if all of it's a lie.
You said that every time you jump off a building, you land in a haystack. There's just magically a haystack there.
There's it maybe not 100% of the time, but there are so many magic haystacks that it can seem like that. More haystacks than I believe really were there in the ancient Venice times or Roman times. I don't know all the different places it exists, but there's a lot of haystacks in the game.
GamerWord.net, the voice actor for the giant blacksmith, is actually the same guy who voices Blacksmith Baldwin in Demon Souls. Now that James
Oh.
mentions it, he does sound like Alan Rickman. Nice. Dark Page, it's like really crazy how James doesn't remember a goddamn thing. Like you don't think you fought Calamy. Zach made you a whole spread of weaknesses and strengths of him. That's James. Do you ever worry about your memory?
Not in the slightest bit. Not in the slightest bit.
Ralph Murphy, nice job, Morgan. That is not an easy boss. Isaac Sims, impressed with how easily you dispatched the dragon. Gwen should be a piece of cake now. She was so easy, I just skipped right past her.
All right. That was impressive. You beat. Well, did we air? I don't even know. I think we did air it.
You can't remember?
Well, I didn't because we had so much back and forth about what was coming next.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ooh, those are unlisted. They
Oh,
can
and
see
then
all the
this is
unlisted
Divers.
videos. Ooh, so you can get access to those unlisted videos if you join us on patreon.com/gamefront. Get early access to videos, percentages off merch. There's another thing. Oh, monthly hangouts.
Yeah. It's going to be the
I need
last
to,
Saturday of every month.
I need to post out all the merch after this stream. I keep forgetting to do it. Like,
Oh,
I
the
think
new stuff.
for like the like if you go for the highest tier, you get some free stuff, like a cup and a sticker.
Oh
and stuff.
yeah, the month rolled over. You got to send that out.
Yeah,
What?
no, I've got like 20 pieces of merch to send out. It's been ridiculous, but well, maybe not that much, but like
That's
maybe...
good though. That's all.
Oh yeah,
positive.
no, it's a good thing. Yeah, it's just more admin for me basically. But anyway.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I'm sure it's going great.
All right, so we are on Resident Evil 2 now. Whoops, I just realized in the latest fan mail video I said the boss would go down in a single clip with bullets, but if you only hit him in his weak spot, aka the eye. But when I said that, I was thinking of Leon's playthrough. His gun holds
my.
10 to 12 bullets, compared to Claire's 5 bullets. Still, excellent performance from James, perhaps the coolest head he's had playing anything in a while.
Yeah, I feel like you were really under pressure to play well at that point because of.
You were about to
all
quit
of
the playthrough. If I would have not played that well, you would have walked away. I would have gotten to say goodbye to that ass crack as you walked away forever.
I do feel bad for saying I was going to quit, but I really didn't mean it in the moment.
And I really brought it. I really brought it.
Yeah.
And I think you should always say that you'll quit, but it certainly made me aim just for that eye. I mean, I think I did really good. I saved a lot of ammo in that fight. All right, Jays then says, just a heads up, RE2 Remake, blue herbs give you a major defensive bonus. They don't just cure poison anymore. You need to eat blue herbs just to get defense bonus, or red, green, and blue to get defense bonus and full health. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Oh, we should mix all three together.
Yeah, there will be a buff icon in one of the corners that shows the active bonus. This was already explained in the herbs file that you found in the police station, but most people rush through that one because it's a remake, and they changed how blue herbs work. When you didn't have enough, let's read more, spaces for blue herbs, the game would have let you combine them. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Simon says, true, there's no reason you shouldn't combine your blue herbs. Absolutely. That is what we will do now.
We're tossing them in.
We're tossing them in.
Dark Pages asking what's up with the monthly hangouts. We've only had one because we just started, and me and James and a couple of Patreons got together and played some Jackbox. And I think that we'll keep doing stuff like that. Maybe we'll play some Valheim if we are below 10 people. But yeah, we on a Saturday afternoon we just get together and play games for a couple hours.
Yeah, I was thinking one of the
one
games
thing to say.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say very quickly, just because people wonder where that stuff happens. It's all in the Discord server, and you need to have your Discord account connected to your Patreon account, and once you do that, you get access to the hidden channels and stuff. And I don't know if everybody knows that, so I just wanted to sort of point that out. Anyway,
is there an email that goes out when you become a Patreon? We need to add those instructions. That sounds like my job. That's the kind of stuff that I'm sending people.
It is kind of explained somewhere, but it's not that obvious. I should make a post about these little things, but yeah, like if you've got a Discord account, connected to your connected to your LinkedIn, connected to your Patreon account, and then if you're in the Discord server for GameFront, you'll see the Patreon channels. That's anyway.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to say, one of the games I was thinking about doing was Super Bomberman on Google Stadia.
Yeah.
It's free for anybody to play. I happen to own the game, so one person has to own it, and it looks like it's a 64-player game. I'm just trying to figure out games that we can play together with as many.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Bomberman 64. That's just how many bits?
No. It's a new one on Google Stadia. I've played a bunch of it by myself. And then I was looking through the settings, and you have one where you can have 64 people join, and you're all on different screens, kind of like Fall Guys, where it goes to the last people, or like any battle royale.
So I'm down. That sounds fun.
Yeah, it seems like an easy one for everybody to play along with, or we might play a game like Among Us, and just have people rotate in and out and play. We want to make sure that as many people can play as possible. So if we do a PC game, I feel like sometimes that could be a little alienating to people because you can play Google Stadia on your phone. Yeah.
Well, and that's why I like Jackbox too. And you have all of the Jackboxes, and it's fun. I always have fun.
Yeah, me too.
What's up, Heath is a noob? Heath is a noob got your pillow.
Oh, awesome!
Your James Heaney pillow.
The James Heaney loves you pillow. Thank you for getting that. I haven't checked.
Crispy.
Honestly. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good.
If he got it, I never got any heads up about it. I wonder how many have sold. I haven't checked it since last Christmas. I haven't looked at it since I made it the first time.
Wow.
Imagine if he goes and checks on it right now live on the stream and it just says one sold. That would be very awkward.
It wouldn't surprise me. But I always thought I thought none sold because I thought if somebody bought it, I'd get an email.
Well, I know Zach has got one, so you've sold at least 2.
Yeah, but back then it was right when I started it, so I was watching it at the time, seeing who bought them. Because I sold a bunch. We were doing our taxes this weekend, and I made a little chunk of money on those pillows.
So you've done your taxes, but you don't know how many you sold.
I
So you
just
do-
saw the
so-
amount of
so-
money I made from it, so I don't know how much because I just got I put the
Okay.
money into the thing.
Oh, here's a challenge I can take. I'll become a Patreon if you do Among Us and stream it, like just
The-
one time.
I would be
we've been
down.
talking
I'm
about it.
negotiating here, guys.
Okay.
Like one
You need
time.
to ask him like what level of Patreon is he going to become? Like, is it the $3 amount? Or is
I'll
it
do
like
it for that. Yeah, $3 is
Well,
great.
you'll do it for $3. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Easily.
you say it so
Ooh.
cheaply. Somebody was trying to like bribe
Wait,
us in this way for it.
Mikhail, are you? I think there's some shenanigans going on here.
What?
I'm sure isn't Mikhail's already? a patron?
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure he's already a Patreon. This is some shenanigans. I was like, am I dumb? I was like 100% sure it was him.
Oh dear.
Crispy AI says, I don't mean this in a mean way, but the theme across all games is that James is a bit of a chicken. That's not true. Even when he knows who to kill and how, he spends so much time dodging, runawaying, healing, he doesn't get enough hits in. He's always on the back foot. A bit more confidence and aggression would go a long way. Look at what I did. That was like careful planning, and I killed that boss using my signature style, which is not chicken. It is calculated. Okay, and it sounds like there's no argument on that. And this one I really relate to. This is from JF. Morgan cries all the time. James speaks during his turn, but... Oh, wait. Morgan cries every time James speaks during his turn, but then does the same thing when James is playing. Just saying. Let me elaborate it.
Let me elaborate on that.
Let me elaborate on it.
Let me elaborate
good.
for a second.
You're not quite as good. Watch yourself, okay?
It does bother me. It literally throws me off because I am an extreme listener. So I'm actually like trying to process everything that that people say, and I think part of it is from my improv training. Part of it is from just being naturally empathetic to people. I want to know like what people are feeling and stuff, and so I'm actually listening to James. So it's hard for me to concentrate and like listen that intently. James has never once told me that my talking bothers him. If he did, I would not do it.
Well, it
That's
doesn't
simple.
bother me, but you know what bothers me is that my talking bothers you.
That it bothers you that it doesn't. It distracts me, and also the things that you're saying. And I think we'll get to it pretty soon. But the things that you're saying are the most distracting.
And I feel like the things that I'm saying are the most important and the things I feel strongest about. Simon DG says, liquors will sometimes hiss when you walk by them. That doesn't mean they're triggered. So when it hissed, you panicked and went in a run, effectively triggering it. Just stay cool, Jabs. Anyway, when you trigger a liquor, just throw a flash grenade. That's what they're for. To get you out of trouble. Can't wait for the next video. Not to spoil anything, but you'll be meeting a new friend. Great.
I have to admit, I was just saying, I have to admit that when I first played Resident Evil 2, like that's a very hard habit to break out of. Like when they hiss at you and you think they're coming for you, so you run, and then that's what triggers them. Like I get where he's coming from with that. Like
it makes sense. What I don't understand is why would a flashbang stop a blind enemy?
Yeah, my question exactly.
Well, it's more the bang than the flash, because they're kind of doing it off hearing. So like when the bang goes off, like they lose hearing for a second, they can't follow you. If that makes sense. That's why running triggers them, right? Because it's the sound. It's like a flash bang. It's not a flash. What Morgan does is a flash.
Well played. Well played.
Nice. Jabs, for the love of God, stop micromanaging all of your supplies. You don't need to be that stingy with your ammo and items. Crispy AI says,
Thank
but
you.
It was true. The eye opens and closes over time, not in response to damage. Thank you.
True.
So I guess true on a couple levels. Mikkel Rose then says...
I think the sound went out.
No, they're just behind. They're just saying what I was saying about the flashbang.
Oh, yeah. Sound. Got it. I was like, oh, sound's out. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good, James.
Okay, good.
Mikhail Rose also, does James still feel Police Chief Irons is a good guy after reading those terrible letters? Lol, can't trust guys with mustaches.
I guess he's probably not a good guy.
Did you read that one? Even after
I did.
being ridiculed in the comments last week about the contextual kill, James still thinks he is right about the boss with the time, and my God, he is so delusional. I'm glad we didn't miss that one.
Well, hold on. That was the response Crispy AI said, but it was true. The eye opens over time, not over damage. So I had to wait for his eye to open. It was the context was the window of time.
Wow.
The contextual kill is there's a window that opens and closes.
That's not what you're talking about. You were talking about doing a contextual kill near. Yeah, now that you know better.
Well, if I didn't, I mean, that's what makes me not stubborn, okay? Now that I know better, the contextual kill is a window that opens and closes.
You drop the idea of the contextual kill and you'll be fine.
No. Okay. I don't know about Police Chief Irons. He's probably a bad guy. He's probably bad.
Yeah, he is a bad guy.
I'd like him to be a good guy, though. All right. Drugdor
never thought we'd see the day James went full knife pervert heen and wanted to remove a few arms and heads. Yet here we are.
I mean, I was trying to get the head off of a zombie. That seems like a pretty normal thing to do in the apocalypse.
What did you want it for?
What do you mean? I wasn't trying to take the head. It was a zombie that was laying on the ground, and I snuck up to it, and I just was swinging my knife, and I chopped off the arm of it, and I was trying to keep chopping until the head was off, which it never came off. But I imagined that What?
Is it my turn this week?
No, I'm never going to lose again. I don't remember, honestly. I'll have to check. But I think it's my turn.
We'll check.
All right, Hawkeye. James is right funny enough. There is another way to finish the fight by helping him. You go around the arena 3 times clockwise, then 4 anti-clockwise. And then you can go into a secret back office and he follows you. You then proceed to help him by discussing his options for taking out this can't be real. A mortgage on a new property that he's interested in acquiring.
Yeah. You just gotta help him.
I don't know if we have a save that we can go back and try that, but maybe next playthrough. New Game Plus.
Shakings44. I don't know, James. This seems to be a lot more effective. Proceeds to completely whiff the next shot from the grenade launcher. That had me laughing real bad. You missed with a grenade launcher? Jabs.
No, I think he's laughing about you. I don't know, James. This seems to be a lot more effective. So if I wouldn't say I don't know, James. This seems to be more effective. And then miss.
What part?
No, he's definitely talking about you. I would never miss with a grenade launcher. Fine, it was me. I tried to blame you, but it was me.
I am really sorry to interrupt, and I don't mean to, bring it down on this, but Resident Evil 2 is mostly set in very confined spaces. So where the fuck were you where you missed him with a grenade launcher?
It's where we're fighting the guy with the eye on his shoulder, and we're just running around. I just okay. I'm using a controller. It's tough.
Which should make it easier, but fair enough.
Aim?
No. Well, in a game in a third-person game, yeah, I suppose.
All right, so yeah.
Now we are going to the final. I guess Dark Souls 3.
Ooh, look at all those unlisted videos you guys could get access to if you only became a Patreon one time.
Yeah, we've already done that. You don't have to keep selling it. It's fine. They'll start bargaining.
All right, we gotta catch up with this. How long has this stream been going? It's actually not been that long. We're doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Coming up to an hour. Yeah, and we spent half an hour just setting up the scene. So,
yeah,
I'm not a piece of meat. All right, guys in the chat, I'm a real human being. Just because I've got a sweet bottom and sometimes I shake it around a little bit doesn't mean you guys can treat me like an animal.
All right, Brad Hahn, I got a tip for you. If you infuse a weapon with a simple gem, it will give you regeneration of your blue bar. You can put it on something light like a dagger and hold it in your left hand and switch between them during regens and situations. Now you're talking my language. James, you're going to give me a nervous breakdown. This is not the path for a pyro. That's Nick. And then Isaac says the simple infusion is not very good. I have to say it's insanely slow regen. It would take you forever for one of your forever for one vestiges cast. Okay. but I ain't gonna tell you how to live your life. So y'all gonna do whatever you want. Her? What? Okay. I guess I get
So
it.
y'all gonna do what you want to do, you're?
Okay.
Learn to
John
read.
Dickinson. I have a-
Interesting enough, Brad Hahn just got here. Brad Hahn. Brad Hahn.
Broadhun. John Dickinson,
Whoa.
Dickinson has a spoiler for me. Dickinson. Do you know the spoiler? Do you know the
Getting
spoiler?
roasted. Hope we don't get back on this subject again.
Morgan, do you know the spoiler?
Hey, I got no, I don't know what it is. See what it is.
All right. Are you sure you want it spoiled? Because
No,
I did
know what
not
the
see it
spoiler
coming.
is.
These nuts.
Roasted.
Oh, what does I got ing mean? I
don't know.
got ing. I don't know.
Maybe it's probably from that show they want us to watch.
Probably.
Ulasal's botnet. These warm-up rounds are going to be the new disease plaguing this walkthrough. Come on, that warm-up brought me to the finish line. Ulasal's botnet. James, this sort of thinking feels like it's a logical fallacy of some kind, lol. I'm not sure exactly which one, but it's probably one.
I don't know.
We could probably...
I thought that the warm-up was good. I warmed up and I got a whole bunch of stuff and beat that boss. All right, Danger
Dad. James, you've boasted in the past about being a min-maxer. We've seen proof of this in an item management and your spell management. Why is it so hard for you to carry the same dedication to your stats and weapons and armor? Granted, you're doing terrific. Oh.
You know what I need to do is just spend a good hour by myself without Morgan so I can look at every single thing and min-max it. I feel a lot of pressure when I start looking at armor and stats because I don't understand it very easily. It doesn't come effortlessly for me. So I feel like I just need to spend more time looking at it so I know what I want to choose. Because at this point, I
like
just
one
don't
more
know what
decade, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, just 10 more years. The problem is I've got about an 8-year rollover on my brain. Like, I keep losing everything that's 8 years ago.
8 minutes?
What were we talking about?
Chris I can't not mention Morgan complaining about his own mouse cursor being visible on his computer. My bad, okay? I'm not having a great live stream. I'm not looking very cool or good, all right? I get it. It was bad. I thought James had put his little mouse on there, but it was me all along.
That's pretty funny. This is a really cool one from Nick. Okay, here's the goods on being a pyro. Pyromancy scales with the lesser of intelligence or faith, so you should keep them even. 24 and 30 faith is worse than 27 on both. I did not know that. I will correct that soon. When it comes to weapons, you'd be better off with the Claymore under a Chaos Infusion. Chaos gems make your weapons damage scale. Oh. Weapons damage scale with intelligence and faith. Plus, the Fire Clutch Ring would increase the weapon damage. As it stands now, the Onyx Blade would need the Dark Clutch Ring to benefit. Just go upgrade a Claymore and infuse it with Chaos, then test the damage. Believe me. Don't listen to Morgan. Your damage is weak, not insane. A good pyro should do around 1,000 damage per hit with Chaos Bed Vestige.
1,000 per hat? That's 1,000?
And Isaac says, I agree with some of what you said, Nick. However, I don't think the Claymore is necessarily the best for James's playstyle. He already has a greatsword, Onyx, and I don't think he's quite good with it as the longsword he had before. I feel like he should Chaos infuse his upgraded longsword so he can have something spammable. Longswords are easy mode, and James needs all the help he can get. Love you, James.
You knew that would hurt. The Fire Clutch Ring does work for James's Onyx Blade as well. The Fire Clutch Ring only works when he has the Black Flame weapon art of his sword. But if he was to put the Dark Clutch Ring with his Fire Clutch Ring, they will both stack the attacks damage. But if he wore only the Dark Clutch Ring over the fire, his normal attacks on his swords would also increase. James, also when considering all your ring slots, do not remove your pyro spell rings off. Hope you are ready for the power, but I must add this will lower your damage absorption. Read more, please. Quite a bit in the wrong way. This will make you more a glass cannon-ish.
Okay. All right. Nick, I'm not really advocating for the Claymore, just more chaos infusion. I will say that spamming the log
Hey, what the
sword
heck?
breaks shields guard like two-handing a greatsword will. I know it's a useless point, as James simply cannot leave behind the crutch of his shield, even though it gets him killed a lot. Okay. Isaac
Are you
says,
just Googling random images of us?
Who?
Jesus Christ.
I just think
Sorry.
spamming and blocking his playstyle is his playstyle. It's how he likes to play. So best tools for that is a shield that blocks 100% and a long sword. I will say that the long sword art completely obliterates great shields better than the Claymore because it's instant. And with sword art shield, like the one he has, it would allow him to break shields with ease without two-handing. The Claymore is valid as an option. I was just saying, for the way James plays, the longsword's better. A few YouTubers rate weapons have rated the longsword as the best weapon in the game for all of those reasons. Interesting. And now going
You
up.
skip that last one? Isn't there one more?
Was there one more? Oh, my bad. Nick, go back and test the rings correctly with the fire buff on the sword. With both rings, fire does in fact raise the attack power rating on the Onyx, stacking with the dark ring. You would have the black flame going on Onyx. All right. Nick says, yes, now I see the fire clutch ring will increase AP if the Onyx blade is itself buffed. Good to know. That's a little over my head, Morgan. Are you catching that?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. I'm going to need your help to put that into action. All right. Kamikaze Ice. 40 minutes. They were mourning the loss of their comrade, and you monster, you just set people minding their own business in mourning on fire. Shame. I didn't realize.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I don't know.
There's a couple dudes just praying about their buddy,
I guess so.
and then you just murdered them.
Kamikaze Ice. I have not played with DLC weapons. Do fire and or dark clutch rings boost the sword's damage? Oh, we just kind of went through a lot of this. Should we go through it again?
Yeah. No, we got it.
All right. All right. James, right after you cast Tears of Denial, just take the ring off. That I think that might be tough for me with more inventory management. Kamikaze Ice, spoiler Morgan, James put in a spoiler at 44:39. Internet fight night in Tidy Whitey's tonight. Yeah, I did put a spoiler in.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
What do you mean?
Why'd you do it?
I just I think it was me saying I was going to beat the boss.
Yeah, you can't. There needs to be no spoilers.
Well, in all fairness, it was the spoiler that I was going to beat it, but I hadn't actually beaten it, so I didn't know for sure. Granted, I was pretty confident.
But then did you go and beat it?
Yeah.
So when you were editing the video saying that you were putting a spoiler in, did you know that you had beat it already, or had you not?
I didn't add
it
I didn't record something in post and put it in afterwards.
Yeah, you put text on it. I'm going back to look at the text right now.
No, the text I put was, if you want us to not look at the inventory, because we were doing a lot of inventory management, I said this is where we go back into the...
That's a spoiler.
Yeah, it's just inventory management, because I know that some people don't like it. So I basically showed
Who is complaining about it?
Well,
a few people do. I've seen it.
A few people do. I just put that if you want to skip the inventory, this is where it gets back into the actual gaming.
Well, we could we should figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Like the timestamp thing. So if you skip to this, we could do.
Yeah, This is not the way to do it. If you want to do that, you got to put the timestamp on.
Well,
because what if we took this video? I don't know. It's weird.
Well, what if so the reason I wouldn't do a timestamp is then you see the literal spoiler that there's going to be inventory management at a certain time. With that, you only see the time when it comes up. And you would only skip to it.
By the fact that there's going to be inventory management.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wish I didn't know about that inventory management, because that was such a big swerve in the story. James did some inventory management. I don't think that's.
At the same time, if you're watching it, the only reason to skip the inventory management is if you're not enjoying it. So you don't need to know about it if you're not bothered by it. So you can see the text on the screen saying you can skip inventory management if you want, or you can just watch it. Like, you don't have to skip it, And all it takes is going down to the timeline and just clicking on the spot where it's whatever the 50 minutes is.
Okay. Well, can we make a promise on stream with everyone listening that we're not going to do that?
I don't think so. In fact, I'm going to go one step further, and I'm going to spoil today's recordings of Dark Souls 3. I'm going to get real good. And spoiler alert, I'm going to be kicking ass all over the place.
I can almost guarantee that that's not true.
Well, don't spoil anything.
Right.
Lori Foster, rub-a-dub-dub, Baldy Locks is a scrub. What?
Wait,
now that's a bird.
You
see, James, my wife is a pyromancer too. Oh. I felt that one for you, James. Wait. Baldy Locks. What does that mean?
I wish you'd stop calling me that. It's just really offensive. Like, it's not,
The Darkest Dragon, James' stability of shields reduces the amount of endurance consumed when blocking. Having much higher endurance stat in all your Dark Souls games is extremely more helpful. In your case, it will mean even more spam for rolls and swings and casting of spells. Why are they always saying that you're spamming? Are you just... They're like trying to set it up so that you can spam everything. It's a little strange.
I'm going to have to raise the stability of my shield. I need that.
Yeah. This is a stat you have very low numbers in, commonly regardless of the weapon or build type you are running. You should consider pumping it to like 30 or 40 in all games, since you love to block with shield. This will enhance your already great skills and will open Morgan's mind to your way of doing things. You're doing great, buddy. Keep it up. Spoiler, thank you for allowing me to enjoy my ramen dinner this week. Wow. Wow.
John V. Gilgrondek. James, you will be happy to know that I felt pity for you when Cheater Gunder used the tier ring. That effing blew. Morgan, you will be happy to know that I also laughed and had a hard time stopping when Champion Gundi wrecked James with 0 HP. That's gotta be the craziest. I zoomed in on that attack. He had not a sliver of health left. He had 0 health.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I like when he like double hit you when you had Tears of Denial on, and he like got you down to 1, and then just like give you a little. Poof. I love Champion Gunder.
All right, Simon says, "Congratulations! Before you blow all your souls, which we didn't. Good. Buy the Firelink Tower key. It will lead you to Nestus Shard. Great. The rest, I think you should put in attunement. You could use the spell slots for your FP runs." And your FP runs out really fast, because I'll get FP from it. Yeah,
that's a good idea. We should get that key pretty soon. I think you're ready for it.
El Scorcho, it has to be said, James won the one round Morgan kept completely silent. I didn't even notice that. But
Which
I like you talking.
Later.
I like you talking. I
even if it's distracting you?
Even if it's distracting to me, I enjoy it more. I mean, maybe if I'm dying over and over and over, eventually we'll have to. But for the record, until it becomes a big problem, I would rather you talking than not.
Okay. All right. Dark Page, well then, even with the spoilers, I'm sure no one expected this. And Morgan, you ain't got to do all that. No one is going to argue that you wouldn't one-shot Gunder. I know that I have to do it.
No, don't do it.
I'm going to do it. I have to do it. That's what I'm going to start streaming
Danny,
tomorrow morning.
Morgan wants to get to the point of the game that I'm at, have exact same like stats. And everything, like just exact same match, and then he wants to try to beat him in one turn because I accidentally.
It's not going to be a try. I will.
I accidentally said he wouldn't do it in 1,000 times in a moment of passion. And where's your empathy now, Morgan? I'm begging you not to do it.
No,
that
because
does seem like
line.
No, but that does seem like an intense waste of effort just to prove a point. Like,
is it though, or will James keep making these outlandish claims about my Dark Souls abilities?
I think we all know that James can't make any outlandish claims about it. Like, no one, you know what I mean? Like, you've got nothing to prove. You're okay.
No, I'm gonna do it. Sorry,
You're going to do Well, I mean,
I'm gonna do it.
it's up to you.
Whoever
but,
told you health regen, this is Isaac. Health regen shield isn't good for blocking is wrong. I used it to block all through the game and it did fine. It's a big bonus is the health regen and lightweight, but it blocks 100%, so it's fine. You just need more stamina is all. Also, good job on Gunder. I was going to throw rice at my screen if you spoiled that you were going to beat him and then didn't. But you exceeded my expectations, and even though you used the little baby bottom flame butt method and throwing literal suns at him for 1/7 of his health each time, you still came out with the dub. Well done.
That's why I can't believe that Nick Handley is saying that you're not doing a ton of damage. You are doing a ton of damage. 1,000 per slap is crazy. All right, Ralph Murphy. I keep saying this, but I don't think it is possible for James to be OP. Maybe Morgan playing with James's gear would be OP, but not James playing with James's gear. What's it for? Tim People, hi, got a new job and have been missing videos. Glad to see y'all get grinding it out. Have fun. Tim Peoples, it'd be a lot easier if you just quit your job and watched our videos all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Steve the Ghost. So Morgan, have you set James's gasp as your ringtone yet? Oh, nothing makes my skin crawl more than James gasping while I'm trying to focus. I don't know what it is.
Ralph Murphy. Also, James is at or was at only level 67, I think. He's probably 80% through the base game, and for his build, that's pretty low. You can say Chaos Vestige is OP, but James' build is surely not. It's common with streamed playthroughs for the player to not farm levels, unless they want to use a specific item. But James has done little farming, and Morgan should whine about it if he did. And Morgan would whine about it if he did. And James really could use about 10 well-placed levels. There will be no more easy bosses for him, and he is squishy and needs stamina and FP. And Mikkel Rose, am I the only one who got sad when James Baby Bottom Heaney beat Gunder after talking all that junk?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's bad. It's bad for the universe. It puts everything out of bounds.
Sorry. Oops. I did it again. All right, and this is the final video right here. There's 33 comments, and if you haven't seen the most recent Dark Souls video, I wouldn't blame you for not wanting to watch this because there will be spoilers.
Big spoiler coming up.
Big spoiler. Big spoiler. So, I will assume that if you don't want it spoiled, you will have left by now. John Dickinson's back-to-back Dark Souls. We had to get it out because we knew that people would probably... we recorded...
I got some bad news.
What?
You haven't been unmarking the haven't responded X, so we've been missing a lot of comments probably.
Damn it all.
Well, has anyone replied to any comments? Because I haven't.
I replied to some throughout. I try to do it whenever I see them pop up.
Sorry. Play Fallout 4. New Vegas is cool too. Yes, James Vegas and Fallout 4. Morgan.
Yeah, I'm just going to warn you now. Most of these comments are just going to be suggestions on things to play, and that's fine.
Good because we do have to figure out what we're going to play next.
Today we're playing some Valheim, but it's not a permanent addition to our weekly recording. Is that a spoiler?
I mean, they didn't know, now they do.
Well, I think it's okay, but we are going to probably put up a vote once we gather what things we want to play, and then we'll let the Patreon vote on what we decide on.
Well, I did a poll, right? Sorry,
you did already.
I can come back to this. Well, no. I did ages ago on YouTube itself. Like, I did a poll which was like, what should we maybe play next? Because like I knew one of them was going to end. Like this was like 2 months ago or whatever. So I don't know whether that narrows it down and then the final choice goes to patrons, or we just do a new poll on Patreon, or like it's really hard to narrow down. I don't know. Anyway,
we're like creating our own little oligarchy where only the paying citizens get a real vote.
Well, I don't want to do that as well. That's the thing. But,
I think the first vote is us. the first vote is whether it's
Yeah.
a game we want to play, whether it's a game we have, and then that can
James,
be
you gotta
voted
let the
on.
control go. It's not up to us. It's whatever they want us to play.
Well, that's your poll, right? Like you
Mhm.
narrow it down to things you'd want to play, and then that's your poll. But the problem, I don't know. There's just so many suggestions coming in. That's why I'm saying with this comment video, it's going to be like so many suggestions, and this will be more confused by the end of it as to like what we should do, because like there'll be like 50 suggestions. Anyway, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll
That's
kind of
not.
go
It's
through
not a
these.
solution. I'm just
We'll
stating the
go
problem.
through these kind of quick. I see what you're saying. It's probably not gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
We're
lot of
definitely
suggestions in places.
We're definitely eventually going to figure out what we're going to play and then start playing it.
Yeah. Sekiro should be a playthrough after DS2. It's a good pass and play game. Yeah. Valheim would be a good streaming game, like Morgan said. I guess it probably would be a good streaming game. Today we're gonna hang out and play it a little bit. It's a lot like Minecraft. Skyrim is a very old game that can be played to death on YouTube.
I would. I'll probably do some extra editing on Valheim, so that it's not like, because it is like a streaming game.
Yeah, I also think one of the concerns I have with streaming it and bringing 10 people in is that it's going to get really hard to have a conversation if we have 10 people playing, and the other concerns I have is if we're streaming it. I don't know. I just feel like it's not going to be kind of curated the same way as a Dark Souls game. But
yeah. I should stream. I have a Mortal Shell. I should stream that. Zach sent me that when it came out. I just never got around to playing it. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow.
I loved how James needed to tell Punkert sorry. I don't know how it's Punkert, like Punk and Kurt, and they have one K. But it doesn't matter how you spell it. She doesn't care. How close to finished Morgan was, and that killed Morgan. Well, at least she was up to speed in the battle, and I find that to be the most important. Thank you, John.
Kaiser the Redbeard, brilliant upload, Gamefront. I crushed the thumbs up on your video. Keep up the solid work.
I don't think this is a real comment. This has got spam.
No, it's a brilliant upload, Gamefront. No, don't
upload
Gamefront. No, don't reply to it. Don't reply to it, James.
No,
I'll tell you why.
What
I'll
did
tell
you
you
do?
why. Cancel that.
Let me just ask the live chat. No. Let me just ask the live chat. Is this a real comment or is this a spam comment? It just feels kind of spammy.
Press
to me.
cancel, James. I'm serious. Press cancel. If you reply to it, you're going to legitimize the bot, and then YouTube is going to think that it's a real person, and then it's going to continue to terrorize young children.
Yeah, if it is a bot, you don't want to reply to it or interact with it in any way. Now, I don't know whether it is or not. Like, I'm on the fence with it because like the name and the profile kind of looks legit, but like the comment itself just looks very, very. Like, who goes into a video like part 49 of a series and just says, "Brilliant upload, Gamefront. I crushed the thumbs up on your." Like, it doesn't. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It just doesn't.
It's a
seem
bot.
right.
It's gotta be a bot.
It's gotta be.
All right.
It's gotta be a bot.
But you
Kevin
guys are going
Bullock-
to have to come to realize that bots are coming, and eventually we're going to have to accept them.
You should play Mortal Shell, which is kind of like Dark Souls. I have Mortal Shell. Zach gave it to me, and I think that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll give it a go, even though I just downloaded Dark Souls 3. But I can destroy James's champion gun there at any time.
You have access to the Twitch channel, right?
Yeah, you gave me the logins. I gotta set it up on my Xbox.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
All right, so then we have Tim People saying, "Grats." Pelagia says, "I'm fine with Dragon's Dogma, but it is a bit abstract directions, and if recordings will be done in Dark Souls format, it'll be hella unenjoyable, since you'll likely be figuring out what you were doing and what you're supposed to do for the first half hour of each video. So that game's best left to live streaming if they ever resume." Oh, that I see. So at least you'll have text-based navigation. That was, I think, one of the problems. I don't remember exactly what happened with Dragon's Dogma, but I was confused because the mustache navigation appears to be faulty. Oh, well, there it is. And can't really plot routes nor remember most destinations. Yeah. Yeah.
I could save Dragon's Dogma for stream. I could do that. Yeah, James, what if that person is not a bot?
Yeah, that would be on me, to be fair. I'm the one who called him out. Like, if he does turn up next week heartbroken because I've called him a bot and he was a real person, then I'll take it on the chin. But I don't know. I don't see it happening.
I think you guys should do a Contra walkthrough for SNES, for NES. NES.
Oh, I have the remake on GameFront on Game Pass.
When you say remake, is it the same game with better graphics, or did they change it to be?
Yeah, it's the same game. It's just HG'd. Yeah.
I might be up for that. I never beat that without cheating. I always used the Konami code when I beat it.
Really? It's not, the game itself is not that hard.
Well, I played it as like a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old.
Yeah, well, I was like 4. I beat it.
So you know that video idea you had before? Do we just find like the guy with the world record for the highest scoring?
Exactly.
Just
be like, and he just uses the Konami code every time. He's like, you can't use the code. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I won't do that. He just does it again. He's just all slow, right?
All right. Isaac says Skyrim is here's the problem I have with you.
Oh yeah, from the ashes.
For the real Contra, you only get like 3 continues, so you have to beat the whole game in like 9 lives.
If you can't beat Contra, you can't call yourself an expert gamer.
I'll tell you what, I will take you on that challenge. I'd like to see you beat Contra.
I'll help you beat Contra.
I'd like to see.
I'll carry you.
Try.
I'll carry you all the way through. Did you even make it to the?
Well, the
where
game's
it changes
not that long.
perspective?
We should be able to do that in like 2 weeks.
It's not that long.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Is that going to be the stake though? Like, is that going to be the stakes? Like, if you don't do it, like if you can't manage it, you're no longer allowed to call yourself an expert gamer. Like, that title has to be stripped
I'm
from you
saying
officially.
that I'll tell you this: if Morgan can do it by himself, and I can't do it with Morgan, we'll have to come
with
up
no
with a
Konami
diagram.
code.
With no Konami code, obviously, we're saying no Konami code. But what I'm saying is that Morgan and we might be able to do it together. But if we can't do it together, and Morgan also can't do it together himself, then no. Morgan has to be able to do it by himself.
Yeah. Okay.
No
I'll do that tomorrow.
I'd like you to do it on the original Nintendo version, because I have a feeling that they would have made it easier. And
where am I going to get the original Nintendo version?
An emulation.
No, I'm going to do it on the Xbox in the HD version.
But they probably give you extra continues and stuff. The original, you get like 3 continues. That's it.
I'm sure. Doesn't the remake have like a classic mode, which just makes it like the original anyway?
Well, we'll see.
I'm pretty sure it does.
We'll figure out.
I'll
We'll figure
check
out how to make.
Yeah. Well, now I don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow.
There's, like Danny said, this is going to get only more confusing. Skyrim's a
I
fantastic game.
I warned you.
Everybody should play in their lives. It's timeless. Dragon's Dogma is similar to Dark Souls, but different in a lot of cool ways. You can grab onto a large boss's enemies and crawl around on them. Also has good plot and great DLC. Oblivion is like Skyrim, but has better side quests. The only area that isn't quite as good is the random dungeon diving. It's good, but not great, as there's a lot of copy and paste. Common Giant games. And the DLC is probably the best DLC ever.
I'm trusting the chat on the format isn't right for Dragon's Dogma, so I'm going to rule it out.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to start a series that becomes a slog and then it's not like being received and no one wants to watch it. We don't want to make it. Like, it might be better for live stream and they can help me through it.
Yeah. Zach says it's from 30 Rock. Gosh, what was that in reference to? I don't recall.
Ulasal's botnet. Well, on to the next one. While I do have my preferences, I feel like expressing it is pointless since you can't do everything for everyone. I will say that Danny did put this very question up for a vote as a community post not long ago, so it may behoove you guys to take democracy under advisement, which I think is exactly what we should do. Is there a way to create an open poll where people can input their own ideas?
You possibly can. I will say that from the live chat tonight, the idea of just making it Patreon only doesn't seem to be a popular one. so
No, that's a
maybe we don't-
terrible idea.
Well, that was your idea. I'm just saying that was your idea from. Well, anyway, we're not
was
going to
my
do. I think we've
idea, in all
decided.
fairness.
Oh, was that it? Okay. Well, I can't remember, but anyway, I think based on feedback tonight, because we are adaptive and we listen, we won't do the Patreon only thing. So yeah, there's probably a way we can do a poll. We can do like one on YouTube again. Whether you can suggest your own options, I don't know. The other thing I'd say is like if you do let people suggest their own options, like you're just going to leave yourself open to having like
That's
50
the thing.
suggestions
Well,
with one
here
vote.
we are.
And
But
Here we are
that's
with
what I would
Bloodborne.
think. We get the 50 suggestions, and then we go through those ones, and whatever the most popular ones of that, then we put a next poll up. Yeah, go ahead.
why
Here's an idea.
don't we do like a World Cup of games, right? Like so we have like so many stars, or like we let people just vote, like suggest
Exactly.
anything. We take the top 12 or whatever, and then we just face them off against each other in a series of polls, like a World Cup, and then we
Ooh,
have like a
beautiful.
final. You know what I mean? Like a semi-final and a final.
I
think
like
Yeah,
that.
I love it.
I like that.
I love it.
It
sounds like a lot
seem
of
like a way
organizing.
to- Yeah, so we could. Well, I can figure it out. We can do like one poll every day, and then we
Yeah.
can do like a league table and stuff. It'd be great. Okay.
Yeah,
Love
I like the
I've got
idea
an
of
idea.
that. One thing that we do have to realize is that this is the kind of thing that we can't do. Corey says Bloodborne, Demon Souls PS5, both amazing games, but Morgan doesn't have a PS4 or a PS5. I have Bloodborne, but he wouldn't be able to control Bloodborne. So in that setup, we would have to make sure that they're games that we can play.
Yeah, PC games
PC games.
or Xbox games that are available to play, like PC to Xbox.
So
And then I can lounge.
yeah. Isaac Sim says, "Nah, fam. I'm 24 and my parents used to scold the crap out of me, which probably goes back to my dad's father fighting in World War II at the Guadalcanal, and literally having to stay awake for days on end because the Japanese soldiers would sneak into their tents at night. Man came back a bit on edge at all times, and that impacted my dad's temper, which turned to pass to me. I plan to break the cycle with my wife and kids one day, if I have wife and kids one day. That's not my dad was a bad guy, and at least that his was. Wait, that's not to say my dad was a bad guy in the least, or that his dad was. They both have always gone out of their way to help anybody, and were both great people and business owners. It all goes back to what you guys were talking about and how they were raised and what trauma they may have experienced along the way. For some people, it's amazing they can turn out well as they do based on their circumstances. Before I judge anybody, I always like to look back at their roots. I know a lot of people who have done better than I, having had started with a lot less advantages. Also, Dragon's Dogma, Skyrim, and Oblivia. Bye. Have a wonderful day. Yes.
I love that ending. That was yeah. That's all. We were talking about. Is this the video we were talking about dads and stuff? Yeah.
I think so. It must have been.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it must have been.
Join James in Jolly Co-op DS3. That would be fun, but I think that would be jarring to the other walkthrough. But maybe we could actually consider that, considering that I have not beaten it in 500 deaths. Maybe it changes things up, but I don't want to even guess that right now. Valheim is an okay choice, but the game is still much early access. You will eventually get everything done, as I did. It'd be a sweet live stream with fans and stuff. But yeah, the game's not finished, and they have a lot planned. I vote give Morgs his playthrough already. Got Cyberpunk with James, so that feels appropriate. Skyrim would be nice, even though it's criticized a lot and has been released 100 times. Everyone should play it once in their life. I do think you should play Skyrim for yourself for fun.
But I should just do it solo?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, you
I
should
feel like
play. You should just play it. Yeah.
and don't record it.
Well, then why
Just
don't we
play
do
it.
that? Just play it? I would still record it, but I would just record it just me playing by myself.
Yeah, probably.
I could
Ralph,
do that.
Yeah, Ralph Murphy, you shouldn't have lit the bonfire after beating Gwyn. Ruined the dark ending. I'm so sorry. I should have guided you better. I'm the coach. That stings a little, period. I'm ending that. Snarly Chief, you should have walked out of the booze room instead of linking it. I'm sorry. You got the normal ending. I'm sorry. Dragon's Dogma has some crazy playstyles similar to Dark Souls enemies. Okay. I vote Skyrim for the next game. Never liked Dark Souls. Okay. Congrats, Bloodborne or Sekiro. Sekiro you could do, but I think it would be fun to pass and play that because I like that game and I'd like to play it. Back to Dark Souls. Morgan, for your next challenge, you should do math in your head involving a long string of numbers while James tells a story about numbers and occasionally shouts out different numbers at you. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm not very good at math, just so you know.
Great.
I used to be
Kamikaze.
really good. When I was in high school doing math every day, I was a machine. But the second I stopped doing it, I will never go back.
James, you know who that man is. By his dying breath, you took his Estus flask from him as he lay fatally injured. Yes, I do. You should just walked away instead of lighting the bonfire. Sorry. I'd say Morgan's earned a break. Double DS3 videos until James catches up. That's
Ooh,
actually,
that is
that's very
interesting.
interesting.
But
I think I'd play a lot better.
How would that work? How
we would just
I would just
record
play
2 videos in a row.
so you
We
do
could
2
even do
hours
that
and
just
then
for, like,
okay.
We could just do that for a couple weeks while we figure it out.
It's gonna take you. You still have probably 40 videos to beat the game.
And it might be a lot faster if I was
Maybe
doing
it's-
2 in a day, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it would be
James,
twice
did
as
you
fast.
say get together and smoke a bowl together? James Fat Case, that is not for all the childs that watch this. Did I say that? I didn't say that.
Yeah, you were talking about hitting the bongs and doing
No,
the ganjas.
I wasn't. I was not.
Yeah, you were talking about bongs and ganjas the whole time. I heard you.
There's no way I was talking about that. I must have said that about the bowl that you were lighting of the divine vessel. or
Bongas and
something.
ganjas. Yeah.
No, that is incorrect.
And you said I had a dank ass, but I don't think that was about the weed.
I have another idea.
Okay.
Good.
So you know, like you were saying about doing 2 in a row and stuff. Why don't we do like a Dark Souls 3 week where you just record nothing but Dark Souls 3 for a whole day?
Oh, a whole
So, like-
day?
Like 7 videos worth in one day, and then we just do Dark Souls 3 every day for a week.
Yeah,
I
because
like that.
I mean,
Would people
it's
like
like
that?
we don't have to do the fine tuning because I know where to go to progress and to get to the DLCs. Like I know my way around Dark Souls 3, so we wouldn't have fine tuning, but we could. That's definitely the way to get you caught up, and then we could start new playthroughs together. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
like that.
weird to start a playthrough without you there, James. I'm thinking about Skyrim.
Yeah. All right. I think
Maybe
that's a
just
good idea. I
watch
don't know how
me.
people feel about that. Well, here's
Just
the
watch
thing: is
me
I
play.
like there's a lot of reasons why Skyrim. I like they're also saying everybody's played it, everybody's done a recording. It's not that the game's bad; it's just that there's not going to be a lot of viewers for it. There's so many walkthroughs of Skyrim. I did over 100 videos of it myself. It's a great game. If we were going to do it, it's not a fun game to play with somebody else. It's very much a role playing game, and not an action role playing game like Dark Souls. I would say that it would be a fun game for you to play, and maybe you don't really want to get into that game because we're trying to spend our time making content, but I don't think it's good content. I think Oblivion's probably more niche, and maybe that would be more of a game that you would play to do a recording, but it's also another one of them where the story is so heavy that you like. That's one beauty about Dark Souls is there is an incredible story, but you really don't have to follow
Oh,
it
what
at
is it?
all. It's
James, what's the story?
well, the story is that you're hollow and you got to go and say. I mean, I don't get the story, but there's princesses and kings. There is a story, but that just goes to show you can enjoy the game without the story. You got to really work to read each piece if you want to know the story of Dark Souls. You can't skip the story of Skyrim. Like you are going to watch the story, and that's what moves that game along. Was James doing a bit, or did he just happen to look like someone who ran one of the kids from the Sandlot through the age filter on FaceApp by chance? I don't know what that even means.
I think the age app on FaceApp, it makes you look young and then old, and then like it just makes you look like different ages and stuff. So I don't know if that's what they mean.
I don't know. I think it's just that it's blurry, and it's blurry on my camera. All right, so that's
Yeah, well,
all
it
of
makes
the
you
comment
look younger.
videos. I don't mind it. I don't mind it one bit. All right, so we've got a lot to think about. I don't know. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh, the remake of Final Fantasy.
I don't think we've come any closer to having like a solution as to what to play next. I think
we got it. We'll be fine.
I quite like the World Cup of Games idea.
I love that idea.
Everyone's down for that, so I think I'll do that.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, and it would kind of give us an excuse to do some double S up of Dark Souls 3, and then by the time that we get the World Cup of Games done, we could probably be ready to pick up another game.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan. I think we've decided on something, which is good for us. Like most of our board meetings don't go this productively, to be honest. So like I think just getting together on a live stream, doing it in front of everybody seems to be the way. I think we should just air all our business out here on the.
That's my favorite, yeah, because the chances that the three of us know better than the collective is almost zero.
Yeah.
Yep. Right.
So click the bell icon and.
I think we're on time today as well. Like, have we done it in maybe 2 hours, an hour and a half? Yeah, we're doing okay. Even with Zach's interruption.
If you want to be a full voting citizen, go to patreon.com/GameFront.
No,
spend that money so that you can make your vote count.
Yeah. If you want to be treated like a human being, then you should visit. No, that's just not.
Hero, you essentially were just at a board meeting. That was it. That's how we figured stuff out. The only other time that we discuss what to do is in a Discord chat channel that sounds exactly like this. Like, I don't know, you do this, and then there's like an hour of joking, and then something else happens, and then we're doing something.
No, legit. Like whenever we actually get together off the air just to talk shop, this is literally what happens.
This is it, yeah.
It's exactly the same. Just yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put the outro video on and let the credits roll. Oh, these are the old credits. Damn it! Oh. They're a week out of date. We'll fix it.